Hello, greetings to us all. Today we're going to having successful looked at the tools under home, insert. Today we're going to look at a few tools under design, and the key tools that we're going to look under design are these three sets of tools here, where we have watermark, we have page border, then we have page color. We have page color, then page border. Those are the tools that we're going to look at in this lecture. Something that we need to learn about, first of all, what watermark is. Let me minimize this. Let me make sure that I have all the materials that I need for the watermark. Okay. As that is loading, let me come back to this file. When we come to watermark, what is watermark? It is something that is written to protect the legality of a document, to authenticate or to assure the authenticity of something. It is also done in most cases to avoid the issue of forgery. For someone to easily forge the document, you need to come up with watermark. There are different types and different kinds of watermark. There are watermarks that cannot be seen by the natural eye, like if they give you the document when it has a watermark on it, you cannot see it with your own eyes. You need a special light or you need a special liquid to reveal certain watermarks. But then there are those watermarks that are really visible, that you can see with your eyes. That's the one we're going to deal with today. If you look at an example of the watermark I'm talking about, where you can't see with your own eyes, on our currency, any currency, you're going to find out that there are other extra informations that are printed on that money or that currency or that banknote, that you can't see with your own eyes. You have to put it in a certain or a specific light for you to be able to see this other additional information. That is an example of a watermark. Sometimes you may need to apply a certain liquid to the paper for the information to be seen. But in Microsoft Word, we can deal with a simple watermark, adding a simple watermark to our document, claiming ownership over it so that someone cannot easily forge it, or someone cannot easily reuse it without our consent or without asking us first. So this is the type of watermark we are going to look at today. And it is simple. All you need to do is come to watermark, come to design tab. Under the design tab, you're going to look for watermark. Press the arrow pointing down on watermark, and it's going to give you the custom designs of watermark that are already there. We have what we call confidential. When you press on confidential and you look at our paper right now, you're going to find out that a word is written at the back of it, which is confidential. This word here will not in any way, let me get a text. Let me get this text that we've been dealing with, that we've been working with. Unfortunately, my internet is bad. It's not giving me what I want. Nevertheless, let's continue with our class. I just wanted to paste some few texts here so that you can see. I think I have something that I can paste. Let me look for it. Downloads. loads where you here. Okay, the file that I wanted to work on, I don't seem to see it, but it's still okay. If I apply my watermark like this, you're going to find out it does not affect my text in any way. Let me see if it will do that. Okay, let me just type plain text here and we see what happens. So if you look at my text now, which I've typed, which is just KKK, you're going to find the watermark is still at the back of the text. It does not affect my text in any way. My text can appear, and the watermark still appears at the back of that text. That is what watermark does. If you look at the back of my text, you're going to find my text is written KKKK, but at the back of it, you see the word confidential at the back there. I can still come to watermark and I choose maybe this one which says do not copy, and you're going to see it in a diagonal manner like the way it's appearing. I can still come to watermark, I choose confidential, and it's an horizontal manner like you're seeing. So I can still choose this one, do not copy, and you're seeing the word do not copy at the back of my text as you're seeing it. But that's not the pre-formatted one, confidential, do not copy. That's not it all. You can actually do what we call custom watermark. And under custom watermark here, you need to make sure there are two types of watermark. We have what we call picture watermark, and then we have text watermark, then we have no watermark. That's when you want to remove watermark from your text. But for our case, let's start with text watermark. Make sure that it's the one which is ticked, and then you come to down here where the word which says do not copy, where it is written, you come to it, then you change. Let's say I wanted to have the watermark in my own names. I can have this watermark written as in my own names like this. So once I do this, then I say let's say I want it in diagonal manner, and I press OK. You're going to see the name is written at the back of this, and if it's printed, it's going to be printed with that name. Let me do this. Come to custom watermark. Let me just leave the one name first of all. Then I press OK. You're going to see the name is there at the back of that text, and if I remove this text now, you're going to find the name is there on the paper, though it's not all that visible, but that's the concept of watermark. It doesn't have to be so loud or so appearing so strong, because we still need your text which is in front not to conflict with it, just like the text we have here. There is no conflict with it at all. You can still come to watermark, custom watermark, and then you can choose the color of the watermark that you want. But something that you need to bear in mind is you're not going to use you're coming to choose the color, but do not choose a color that is going to over conflict with your text. Let's say I choose this red color and I say okay. You're going to see that it is so appearing so much that is conflicting with my text. When you print this, the red is going to shout a lot. So what happens is, if you're going to use a watermark, don't use such a color that is so strong. Use a dull. If you wanted to use green, use the dull green. Apply OK, and you have that dull green at the back there. It's not all about the watermark being so visible, but it's all about you having something at the back that cannot be easily seen. You can choose any color of from here. Apply this, and you see how it's applying, how it's looking on my work right now. And still on watermark, when I come to custom watermark, you can actually choose the size of your text you want for your watermark. You can change it from here and apply the size. Though for me, I will prefer you to use the auto size, where it will do the adjustment by itself. But if you're not comfortable with it, you can choose any size from here by just pressing the arrow pointing down, then select any number, size number, and it's going to be given to you. Just the same, you can still come to font and then choose any font style, font size of your choice from here. When you come to font, they are all the fonts that you find in your Microsoft Word. They are all here, so you can choose any font that will work well for you. If you chose Times New Roman, okay, you're going to see it. Your watermark is now in Times New Romans. So what we have looked at in summary, how to put watermark. You come to watermark, come to text, make sure that the text is selected. You can type your word where they are saying text. The language, leave it on English, it's okay. Where they are saying text, you type your text here. After typing your text, you come to font. You put your font of your choice, but I will prefer you leave the font on the default one. But if you want change, you are at your own liberty to change. The size, if you want leave it at auto, it's okay. If you want change it to the size of your choice, it's okay, but make sure that the size you've chosen is visible enough. You've chosen a size which is visible enough. Don't use a small font size which is going to make your watermark very small and someone can't see it well. Remember, it's already in a dull color, and so on and so forth. Another aspect of watermark is you may choose to use under custom. You may choose to use picture watermark, whereby you have to select from here picture watermark. After selecting picture watermark, you come to where they are saying select your picture. Press on it, and it's going to ask you, are you getting it from the internet? No, I'm working offline. So I choose offline, means that within your computer. The text you're working on is within your computer. So select offline, and it's going to bring an interface like this for you to choose where your picture is. You have to navigate to where your picture is. Like for example, my picture is on the desktop. I select desktop, and the picture that I want to use is of this African lady here. So I select it, I press on insert, I press OK, and you're going to find that the picture is at the back of my text. It's a watermark now at the back of my text. I can remove this text so that you see properly. If you look very well, you're going to find the picture is at the back of it, and that is a picture watermark. And mostly the picture watermark is used when you've designed your headed paper, like what we talked about, the letterhead. After designing it, then you apply your logo has a watermark at the back of your text. You apply to it what we call picture watermark has your logo. That is something brief that we need to know about watermark. For any question in the line of watermark, please let's meet in the forum to discuss more. I can help you in areas where you need help concerning watermark. Thank you so much. Let's meet in the next lecture, which is going to talk about page border and then page color. Page border and page color, yes, those are the two things we're going to engage in the next lecture.